I'm Cape Joel, and this is Comic Smack, your weekly, daily, all the time, anytime comic show where I give you your fix of everything you need to know from the world of comic books and superheroes. And on today's show, we're taking a closer look at Daredevil, issue number 12. Can Matt Murdoch work alongside the Inhumans in order to catch a serial killer? Let's hop on in together and find out, shall we? Alrighty then, so as we jump on into the comic, we see our new villain for this story arc, and his name is Muse, and god damn it, is this dude creepy. Just look at him, he makes my skin crawl. Turns out he's more than just your regular run-of-the-mill serial killer with a gimmick, though. He actually does seem to possess some sort of superpowers that throw off Daredevil's super senses. Moreover than that, the dude goes on a crazy spiel about how he doesn't consider himself a murderer, he's an artist. All those Inhumans in his bloody tableau, they wanted to die. In fact, this dude is such the pretentious artist, he manages to sneak away from Daredevil by hitting him with a flashbang. Not a grenade, a flashbang, just, you know, loud noises and bright lights. You get it, man? I'm making a statement on supervillainy. Now, as Muse, this particular serial killer has been targeting Inhumans, that means the New Attilan Security Service has been brought on to help oversee the investigation, and their boss, Frank McGee, aka Nur, is going to be the one that Matt Murdoch is going to have to cozy up to if he wants his office to stay in the loop about all the goings-on. You know, Daredevil and this guy actually make for quite the odd couple. Matt Murdoch can't see anything, while meanwhile Frank can create massive light bursts with his eyes that act like cameras. McGee basically says that if Matt Murdoch wants to stay involved in the investigation, he's going to have to ask for the okay from Queen Medusa herself, which, you know, Matt Murdoch's not going to make that long trip, but Daredevil sure is. Daredevil asked the Queen nicely that the NYPD can stay involved in the investigation, only to get shot down several times. Apparently for Queen Medusa, this is an honor and pride thing. They need to solve the case to prove to their people and any new Inhumans that they need not fear while Queen Medusa is in control. Of course, she doesn't come out and say that. In fact, we don't find any of this out until Matt Murdoch talks to Frank McGee later on. In fact, Daredevil greatly oversteps his boundaries, and because of that, Karnak attempts to throw him out. Daredevil versus Karnak, of course, being one of those comic book fanboy dream matches, a man with no powers but who has trained his other senses to superhuman heights, versus a guy with the abilities to see the faults in all things. They actually have a pretty evenly matched fight. However, Daredevil manages to get the upper hand right before Karnak can figure out that he's blind. Because hey, isn't that just Daredevil in a nutshell for you? He takes his biggest flaw and makes it one of his greatest strengths. Well, that certainly was a bust, make no mistake, but Daredevil did end up winning Frank McGee's respect, so there's certainly that. As the comic winds down, he gets a call from his friend Blindspot, who's still working at the law offices. It looks like our heroes aren't going to have to search very hard for Muse because he's already there and already taken people hostage. Daredevil number 12 was a cool idea for an issue. For those who don't know, Charles Soules also writes the Inhuman book as well as Daredevil, so it makes sense to cross them over here. I'm a big Frank McGee fan, and I think teaming him up with Daredevil was a really inspired choice from Soule on this one. It's also cool to see Soule isn't afraid to make the Inhumans and their queen be a little unreasonable and a little hard to deal with. Muse is really winning me over too, just such a scary design for a villain. What's not to love about him? Overall, I thought this was a good issue. I would give it an 8 out of 10.
Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching my newest video. I hope you enjoyed it, and while you're here, why not check out another video I have on offer, or maybe if you're feeling in a supportive mood, you want to like or subscribe. And if you want to support the creation of more videos just like this one, then please by all means check out the Cape Joel Patreon. A little bit goes a very long way, and I will see you all next time.